All right. Well, welcome to Backyard Biergarten. Pop a top here. Yep, sounds just like it's supposed to. John Baumann, how you doing, man?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much for having me.
And do you go by, is it Baumann or?
It's Baumann. It's got that German.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Well, Prost to the Baumann clan.
Thank you.
And we're here in the backyard. It's not quite the first day of fall yet, but it's starting to feel like it, thank goodness. The heat's breaking a little bit. But John and I were co-writing a couple of days ago, and I said it's getting kind of be Backyard Biergarten season, autumn time, you know, which is another word for fall.
That's great.
Sometimes I put them together, say "thoughtum," but it's not really catching on. It's not really catching on.
It's an action word.
It's, you know, it's interesting, but I don't think it's going to work. But we were talking about, we were writing a song. It was a 5-man co-write.
A large co-write.
Large co-write, but we got a song at the end of it, and that was wild. But would you feel like playing a new song of yours, or a pretty new song?
I'd be happy to. This is a new song of mine. This is called "The Gulf Moon." Corner dive down on a square where the windows hang with a neon flare. Regular shoot the horse and pool while the barmaid wishes the place half full. She works the jar with a discount flirt, a faded Houston Oilers shirt. Old Crow sings down on the stage, thumbing the chords on a crinkled page. He plays the Zevon tunes beneath the Gulf Moon. You take a walk down a long wall, you go right on past the carnival, hand in hand with the keeper kind, the kind that ties to the ties that bind. Don't care for the carny men or the fortune teller who reads your hand. They just beeline for a bungalow where the curtains all flutter and the candles glow, and at the heart of June, beneath the Gulf Moon. And here I'm on a midnight porch, looking up at a butane torch. Hangs behind a black expanse where the stars flicker and the planets all dance. It is probably time I pack it in. Got a glass half full of Jameson, but I was born to cruise beneath the Gulf Moon. By the jetty near the Balinese pier, the curmudgeons all drink the yellow belly beer. They bitch about the price of gas and a fish that they can't seem to catch. They blame it on the islands way down south, on the Bayou Morse and the Delta Mountain, where the choppers roll and the tankers come in the midnight days for that oil drum. They can't leave too soon. The Gulf Moon.
Yeah, man. Dig. The Balinese.
The Balinese, yeah, the Balinese room.
Yeah.
They got destroyed in there.
It did. That was the bar slash casino bootleg joint.
Right.
In the 20s it was bootleg. But
right.
But yeah, it was Galveston out on the pier.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. And apparently a lot of like Al Capone and some of the big time mobsters would frequent that place.
Yeah.
So the story goes.
Yeah, that's what I heard too. I also heard that, you know, they do gambling when it was, of course, illegal, and then and booze when it was illegal, but because they were on a pier, they'd have a spotter at the end of the pier, and if they saw something that looked like a law enforcement agent, they'd call down to the main bar, and they had trap doors in the floor where they could actually dump any contraband into the ocean, and so people, so the law enforcement would walk in,
and maybe they'd go back and get the contraband later.
Yeah, it'd be a little salty.
Be a little
water,
salty.
You know,
I guess scuba diving wasn't around then.
Yeah, it seemed like it'd be good to have a trap door into like a basement.
There you go.
What I mean? But
now you got to take a cruise ship to do anything like that. I guess
that's true.
15 miles out.
Cruise ships. You know, the best way I could describe it, one of those cruise ships is like a floating all-you-can-eat like Denny's.
Yeah, I'm not too keen on it.
I don't know. I mean, the scenery's great. You know, when you get off the boat. I like getting off the boat.
Absolutely, I agree.
But you know, a buffet is a buffet. You know, it's like whether we're floating or not. Hey, I just want to point out that this is a working backyard. This is not a set. This is actually a real backyard. That's why we got a rake playing percussion behind all the songs we're going to do.
That's right.
He's a bad percussion player. I'm just going to tell you that, but it's
like a metronome.
It's like, you got a song that matches that. No, we don't.
I should have thought of that going into it.
That's right. No, you.
Yeah.
Prost. Cheers. Salud. Drinking Modelo today, of course. Just a standard, just a workhorse beer. Let's see. I want to play this song for you. My kid went to camp this summer.
Awesome.
And came back from
camp.
Yeah,
it's great.
It was 3 weeks. 10-year-old.
That's good. The longer, the better, for you and for them, maybe.
Well, you know, it's good. It's good. You know, he is happy. And we miss him. And he comes back and he goes, "Dad, I think I need to start using deodorant." I was like, "Well, you're a man now."
All the older boys were using deodorant, maybe.
Yeah,
maybe
I think that's
part of it.
Because the other thing, and you're exactly on the right track, because the other thing he said he needed was, you know, there's one other thing I need to get when we go up to the, grocery store. I need to get, on dance night, the other guys in the cabin, they had this shampoo. It's called Coconut Suave. It's like, well, I think you mean swap, which that just wasn't. No, I didn't tell him it wasn't swap, but we got some coconut.
It's very suave. So.
Yeah, that was very suave. No, but we got some coconut suave. So 10-year-old girls, watch out, because it smells like coconut, which means it smells like a pina colada or sunscreen.
There you go.
No real coconut smells like that. You know what I mean?
No.
Nobody chops open a coconut. It doesn't smell like that. But here's a song that was inspired by that moment. It's called "Rings on a Tree." 1 year older, 3 weeks older. The cottonwood taught me how to listen to the wind. The willow showed me how to bend. The mighty oak showed me how to stand strong in a storm. All that can become of an acorn. The cypress tree taught me how to hold on through a flood. Keep my roots deep and I won't budge. The pine tree taught me how to reach for the sky. And the cedar showed how to lay low and get by when it's dry. I've grown who I've come to be. Lessons learned, my history reads like the rings on the tree. Mother Nature's been my teacher all along. The rosewood on this guitar wrote this song. Sweet magnolia brought me love on the southern summer breeze. The giant redwood brought me to my knees. I've grown who I've come to be. Lessons learned, my history rains like rains on the tree. And I've learned that what's lost in the fall bring new beginnings in the spring. One more rain, I've grown where I've come to be. All the lessons are deep inside of me, make me strong like the rings on the tree. Like that, yeah.
Fantastic.
And look at this. I was playing that was given
It's
to
the
me.
real deal. I
that was
actually
given
saw
to me.
this during the co-write. I saw it. I took note of it. That's great.
Yeah, that was a gift to me last week. Oak, you know, a hand carved guitar pick out of oak. But well, thanks for coming to the beer garden, and your website is.
It's BaumanSongs.com. BAUMANN songs.com.
And it's great stuff, and so we'll say Prost and onward and safe travels from the beer garden.